We can't allow them to do this to us. Biden to debate with Trump, this could lead to a world war. Oh, and I got a big Social Security update for you guys. So for a guy who's not running for president, Governor Ron DeSantis sure does talk a lot about many of the issues that those who are running for president are discussing. Now, he also had an event in Iowa at the same time as former President Donald Trump. Now, it really begs the question, is this guy running for president or not? What do you guys think? Now, with the talk of the debt ceiling being pushed further back, Secretary of State Janet Yellen says that it would be unthinkable for such a thing to happen, especially since she says that this may cause a default on Social Security payments. Wait, what? They can't be serious with this, right? Like, didn't we pay into the Social Security program? Aren't the Social Security funds our money? And now they're saying it could default. Do you think that's fair for recipients of Social Security benefits? Drop me a quick yes or no on that one. Now, as someone who's aspiring to be a Democratic nominee for president in 2024, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is giving a bit of advice to President Biden regarding a possible debate and a face-off. Not with him, but against former President Donald Trump. And we got an update from the war that could again push the world into another world war. What is it with world leaders and this fascination with keeping this war going, huh? Let's not waste any time. Let's get into the updates. By the way, for the best way to invest in gold or silver, check out the links in the description down below. A lot of Republicans are not happy with how President Joe Biden has dealt with our borders, and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says that he has a foolproof way to solve what's going on over there.
We are a nation that has borders. Our sovereignty as a people matters. Don't tell me foreigners can just decide to come across the border when they want to. We decide who comes into this country as Americans. We have every right to have that border secured and not have this disaster unfolding. I tell you this, someone's like, well, what would you do? It's like, I'd shut down the border immediately. Why are we letting this happen to our country? It's hurting people. The drugs are pouring into the country. Americans are dying for what's going on at that border. Criminal aliens are getting into this country. Even people on the terrorist watch list are getting into this country. No, you deserve to have a secure border. You deserve to have the rule of law. Someone comes across the border, stop them and send them back on the other side of the border.
Do you agree with DeSantis' logic? Now, it's interesting that both he and former President Trump were supposed to have speaking engagements in Iowa on the exact same weekend, although Trump had to cancel due to tornado threats, but promised to reschedule. But here's the thing, guys. DeSantis is clearly hinting at running for 2024. I mean, why else will he be going all over the nation and the world, for that matter, to talk to different world leaders, right? He actually even said this during the event.
And at the end of the day, governing is not about entertaining. Governing is not about building a brand or talking on social media and virtue signaling. It's ultimately about winning and about producing results. And that's what you've done in Iowa, and that's what we've done in Florida.
An obvious shot at Trump. Now, it's going to be interesting to see a debate between him and former president for sure, given that they've been going back and forth for some time now. A direct collision could be coming, and the same could be said for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and President Joe Biden, as some independent voters, they want the president to prove his mental fitness for office. And that starts with a debate with RFK. Now, RFK, on the other hand, he says that he wants to see Biden take on none other than Trump. Do you agree with him? As many voters are concerned about the president's age, would it help him to go through a series of debates with possible contenders just to show that he's still mentally fit to hold office? That might be a little entertaining. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I know that there's a lot of pressure in being a government official, although it shouldn't be any different compared to having a full-time job, right? But what am I saying? If you mess up in your job right now, you could be suspended, even fired. Do you think that the same should apply to our government? Because if Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is correct about what could possibly happen soon, I would at least expect a few people to be part of mass layoffs. Now, if you're receiving Social Security, SSI, SSDI benefits, you need to listen to this.
Look, we are working full-time to work with Congress to raise the debt ceiling. That's where our focus is. We know that the only good outcome is one in which Congress acts as it has many times, almost 80 times since 1960, to raise the debt ceiling. what global markets and American households and businesses need to see is that we have a Congress that's committed to paying the bills that we have incurred as a consequence of our legislation, that we're not a deadbeat country. And if Congress fails to do that, it really impairs our credit rating. We have to default on some obligation, whether it's treasuries or payments to Social Security recipients. That's something America hasn't done since 1789, and we shouldn't start now.
Did you guys catch that? Why is she talking about defaults with payments to Social Security recipients? I mean, shouldn't these benefits be a sure thing? Now, I don't mean to sound all angry and pissed off at her, but I don't understand how they can even say this. It's incredibly unfair to the elderly. But of course, you know, we can still send billions of dollars of US taxpayer money over to the Ukraine though. Now, I'm already apologizing if it's an off joke, but understand that we weren't handed our Social Security benefits from thin air. Again, we paid for them through our paychecks, through our income. We worked for them as we kept the economy on our backs. But what do you guys make of this? And just a quick update on the war that may spur it completely into World War III. The United Kingdom has delivered Storm Shadow cruise missiles to the Ukraine. The firing range of these missiles is recorded at 250 kilometers or around 150 miles. Now with that, these missiles could possibly hit Russian-held territory in eastern Ukraine. Now here's my question though. What is stopping them from using it to strike Russia where it hurts? Is the surprise counteroffensive going to be an attack on Russia itself? Think about it for a second. If the Ukraine uses UK missiles to attack Russia directly, wouldn't that seem like a planned attack from both the UK and the Ukraine? Or am I just overthinking all of this? Tell you what though, the best way to keep a secret counteroffensive is to not say that, scratch that. Tell you what though, the best way to keep a secret counteroffensive is to not say that one's coming. But hey, I guess Zelensky was excited to tell Russia all about it. What are your thoughts on today's updates? Make sure to let me know down in the comments down below. Now, if you're down on your luck, especially with financial troubles, feel free to drop some comments down below. Let me know what you guys would like me to cover in future videos. If you would like more topics and videos covering how to start a couple of side hustles, how to start small businesses, how to start home-based businesses, or maybe you just want some business ideas, ventures to generate multiple streams of income, or, you know, maybe you're looking for advice when it comes to investments, be it gold, silver, real estate, or even the stock market, then feel free to drop some comments down below. Remember guys, financial freedom is always within reach. You just got to grab it. Now, before I go, please do me a huge favor, drop a like for the video and share this video with everyone you know. Don't forget to subscribe for your daily dose of the truth. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you on the next one.